And then we'll get started. So just find a comfortable seat. Um, Something that one of my teachers likes to say is that yoga and breathing techniques, these are all just tools, and we can kind of think of our bodies as a garden. And so I wanted to keep that in mind today as we move throughout our practice, that just like a garden, we have to pull weeds, we have to water, give ourselves water, we have to give ourselves sun. And we have to tend to ourselves and to really create this time for ourselves just to move and to breathe and to feel connected to our mind, our body. So we're going to keep that in mind as we move throughout class today. And we'll start with just a few breathing techniques in a seated position. So rest your hands on your lap, lengthen the spine, close the eyes. On the inhale, we're going to open the chest, look up. And then exhale, curl and tuck the chin in. And this is called bellows breath. So we'll do that a few times. Filling up the lungs, opening the ribs, and then emptying out. Just a few more breaths like that. Giving our bodies some extra oxygen. On this last one, hold at the bottom, empty out. And then inhale, sit tall, lengthen the spine, reach the top of the head up. Sip the air back in and then release. Then we'll do one more breathing technique. It's called double breath with tension. So we'll inhale twice through the nose. You just hold and squeeze, tense your muscles, tense your face at the top, and then exhale twice out the mouth. And we'll do that 3 times. Inhale, hold and tense. Exhale. One more. And then again, breathe in through the nose. And breathe out the nose, down the throat. Surveying, just scanning the body. Notice what we might need as we tend to ourselves, to our garden today. Go ahead and move into a tabletop position. On hands and knees, we'll start cat-cow. Inhale, open, drop the belly, feel that stretch through the abs, the ribs, and then exhale, curl and press the mat away. Breathing in and out. A few more times. This should feel similar to that bellows breath. Moving the spine, stretching the muscles. And then we'll find that neutral spine and extend the right leg back for spinal balance. Reach the left arm forward. Really press the mat away through your right arm, your left knee. We'll inhale. And then exhale, curl the right knee into the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. 3 more. Finish with a reach long, and then exhale, lower this side. And we'll switch sides, extend left leg back, reach right arm forward. Find your stability, press the mat away, draw your belly in. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. 3 more. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. Into your tabletop position, we'll move into downward facing dog. So just spread your fingers wide at the top of the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Pedal the feet out. Then press both your heels down. And on the inhale, lift your heels high. And exhale, press the heels down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Now inhale, up. Exhale, curl forward to a plank. You may need to adjust your feet back just a little bit. Create this long line through your body. Press the mat away, get strong. Three, 2, and 1. Lower your left knee. Move your left foot back behind you off of your mat and swing your right arm up overhead. So you're going to come into this side plank variation. Breathe into your right side. Maybe you can start to hover that right leg up in the air. So it's right in line with your hip bone. And then see if you can draw little circles with that right leg. One direction. And then switch directions. And then place your right foot back down. And then exhale, come back into a full plank. So you'll turn back to the top of your mat. Hold strong. Then right knee down, move the right foot back behind you. Reach that left arm high. Roll the wrist out if you need to. Might feel nice from the day. And then left leg lifts, and we'll circle little tiny circles from the hip socket. Switch directions. And then place the left toes back down. And then exhale, come back to plank. We'll lower to the knees, take an inhale. And on the exhale, we're gonna do a half push up. So you're gonna just push halfway down and then press back up. And we'll do that 3 more times. So exhale, inhale. Now we'll lower all the way down this time to the belly. Untuck the toes, press tops of the feet down. And we'll move into cobra. Squeeze the shoulders up, back and down as you start to lift your heart. Open the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. 1 more lift. Hold at the top this time. Breathe. Feel your collarbone broaden. Inhale. And exhale, release. Press over your knees. Take a child's pose. Hips all the way back to the heels. Lower the head down. Deep breath in and out. And we'll walk arms over to the right for side body stretch on the left. Maybe you can shift your hips a little bit more to that left side for a deeper stretch through the ribs and the lat muscle. And then we'll switch to the left side. And then move your hips to the right. Nice job. Come back to center. We're going to step our right foot forward here and come into a low lunge. So keep your back knee down and sink your hips forward as you bring hands onto the front thigh. And then just add a little pulse. So you'll stretch forward, inhale, pulse back. And as you do this, you want to keep your abs engaged, okay? So we don't want to arch too much in the back. We just want to isolate that left quad and hip flexor. And we'll do one more where you hold the hips forward, squeeze the inner thighs, and then maybe you can float the arms up overhead. Find 3 deep breaths. Nice job. Release, swing that right leg back. Step your left foot forward. We'll do that same thing on the other side. So inhale back, exhale, sink in. And then hold that deep low lunge. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Lift through your abs and then reach the arms. 3 deep breaths. And remember, we're practicing that Ujjayi breath. You can imagine that like the sun of the garden. So that's going to help warm the body. Nice job. This time, bring hands down top of the mat. We're going to step the right foot forward to meet the left. And find a halfway lift. Lengthen the spine long. Breathe into your hamstrings. And then exhale, fold forward, relax. And curl the spine up. Reach your arms. And then exhale into the heart. Then we'll reach just the left arm up. Right hand's gonna go down the thigh. We'll stretch over to the right. And you can stay here, or you can work on tapping those right toes out to the side and shifting your weight more into that left side of your body. So you're really grounded through the left leg and getting lighter and lighter on the right leg. Making a crescent moon shape. We'll release this side, then reach your right arm up, stretch over to the left, and just notice what it feels like to be grounded with both feet, and then to tap the left toes out and be grounded just on the right leg. So release this side. We're gonna come right into a chair pose. So bend your knees, sink your hips. Feet can either be big toes touching, or you can go hip width distance if that feels better. So you're gonna send your hips all the way back, pull your abs in, feel that long neutral spine. Reach your arms at biceps by the ears. And breathe, feel that fire. Start to cultivate through your muscles in your belly. So when we think of a garden, we're going to think of all of the elements: space, air, fire, water, and earth. And we can cultivate all those elements into our practice. Airplane the arms back, and then lift your heels. Find a little bit of balance. Open your heart, squeeze those shoulders back. And then plant the heels, extend all the way up, full body stretch. And then exhale, we'll fold forward, hinging over the hips. Relax the head. Maybe even shake the head out at the bottom. Yes, no. Then next inhale, find that halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And exhale, try to plant your fingertips. We're gonna step our right foot back. So we're in a low lunge, slowly coming up to a crescent lunge. You can peel your hands up to that front thigh. Start to lift the chest. And then reach the arms. Try to keep your back heel lifted, all 10 toes facing forward. And draw the abs in, we'll inhale. On the exhale, we're gonna add twists. So right arm forward, left arm back. Really reach the length of your mat with your fingertips. And then inhale, reach back up. And you're gonna step forward to that chair pose. So right foot meets the left. Sink back in. And take a deep breath. And on the exhale, we're gonna twist our left elbow over to the right knee. If that is too deep, then you can use just your forearm across your lap, okay? Do what feels best for you. So release your twist, stand all the way up, full body stretch. And exhale, we'll fold back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And fingertips down, step left foot back. We'll go into crescent lunge on the other side. So in these twists, I want you to imagine that, you know how dirt gets clumpy? So we're breaking up those clumps with these twists. Go ahead and reach your arms. And we're making the soil more soft and manageable. And then twist, left arm forward, right arm back. So you can think of our circulation as the soil. And look down. If you're having trouble balancing, look down, because that earth element is going to help ground you and give you better balance. Now swing the arms back forward and then step forward for your chair pose. Take a deep breath and then twist right elbow over to the left knee, or you can use your forearm across the lap. And squeeze those clumps out of the soil. More breath. Come back to center. Reach the arms high, full body stretch. And then exhale, pull into heart center this time. Take a deep breath in. And deep breath out. Now we're just going to do a little step back with our right foot for pyramid. So from standing, you find your 2 railroad tracks that you're on with your feet. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And we're going to invoke some waves. So wave down with the spine, with your arm, and then inhale, wave back up with your fingertips, lengthening the spine. Do that a few more times. Good. Just like water flowing freely. Now guide yourself down that left leg and stretch the left hamstring. Deep breath in and out. Now lift your chest back up, bend into your left knee, reach your arms out by your sides, and we're going to find some air by lifting that right leg back behind us and balancing an airplane. Now balancing poses give us air, the air element, but also the earth element. You can feel that through your left foot, grounding down. Really reach with the top of your head, the back of your foot, and then come up to standing, pause. So just an equal standing pose. Feel your right side, your left side. Take a big breath. And then we'll switch sides. Left foot steps back. Get grounded through your feet, through your legs. Really squeeze your thigh muscles, lift your kneecaps. We'll reach the left arm. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. Now we'll guide ourselves down the right leg. Stretch over the leg into the right hamstring. And try your best to relax the head, the upper body is really relaxed. Lower body, it's working. We're using our muscles to stabilize. Now lift with the top of your head, get that long spine on the way up. Nice job. Reach those arms, little bend into your right knee, and make sure that right foot is in line with your right hip bone. So then you're in alignment for your airplane. A little inner rotation of your left thigh will help keep your low back flat. You might even be able to bring your hands to your low back or to your hips to check in. And then you can reach them back out. Good, and then relax, top of the mat. Just have arms down by your sides, palms facing forward. And take a big breath. Just notice how you feel. If there's any change already, just from moving a little bit and breathing. Okay, now we'll step our right foot back into a warrior one. So a little bit longer, a little bit wider stance. Bend into your left knee. Really lean forward. Today we're creating a long line, top of the head to the back heel. So draw your abs in and don't tuck your tailbone, but guide it down. So then you create that neutral spine. And then let's interlace fingertips behind the back. Squeeze the shoulders, open the chest. A little tuck of your chin, and feel how that stretches the back of your neck. And if you can keep your balance, you could even add some neck stretches, side to side, ear towards shoulders. And then bring your head back to center, lean forward a little bit more. And then see if you can bring your left hand onto your top side, bring your right fingertips down to the mat, and you're just gonna turn to the left. Stay grounded at your feet. If you need to lift your back heel up, you can. But see if you can just stay in that warrior one position and then reach your left arm up for a twist. If it feels a little awkward, you're probably doing it right. This is kind of a made up pose, but it feels nice for the left hip. And then release, come back up to standing, one big step forward. Good. Now just shake the legs out because that's quite a bit for the leg muscles. And then we'll switch sides. Left foot, big step back. Hinge the hips forward. Checking in. A lot of times I just like to place one hand on the belly, one hand on the back. Checking in with the alignment of my spine. You can even press on the top of your head. Feel that length created through the vertebrae. And then interlace fingertips behind the back. Good. So everything's facing forward. Our shoulders, our hips. This is warrior one. And it's a strength building pose. So if you're feeling some work in your legs, you're doing it right. Now we'll bring the left hand down to the mat, right hand onto the right side. Turn the chest to your right. There you go. And then reach right arm up. Come back to center, pull up to standing, one big step forward. Have your feet hip width distance apart, maybe shake your knees out. And then we'll move into a standing back bend. So bring hands, fingertips up the low back, little bounce in the knees, open the chest, look up. Inhale. And exhale, we're gonna fold forward, stretching over the legs. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Good. And back down. Curl the spine up. Stand tall. Good. Now move your feet in a little closer. Shift weight into your left leg. We're gonna peel the right leg up. Take a big breath in. And on the exhale, we're gonna swing that right leg back, opening the hips for warrior two. Bend into your left knee. Right leg straight and strong. And we'll reach the arms. Now just a little pulse with your breath. Inhale a little, lift. Exhale a little deeper. One more. Nice job. Stay deep in the legs. Reach your left arm up, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hand right below your knee. Then start to straighten your left leg. We're gonna move into triangle. And then reach your right arm up. So left inner thigh, right side. Use your abs, pull yourself up to center. Now turn your toes to the side of your mat. Inhale, look up, open the chest. And then exhale, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Now see if you can keep that long spine, move your hands down to the ground and turn yourself back to the top of your mat so you're in a runner's lunge with your left foot on the outside and your both hands on the inside. Let's lower the back knee down. And I know it's kind of hard to see, but this knee is bent and we're just gonna stretch our hips forward. It's a little bit deeper stretch than our previous low lunge because you can even let the left toes turn out to the left. Just make sure you keep the knee in the same direction of your toes. You can bend into the elbows. You might even be able to make it down to a forearm or two. Nice job. Now, heel toe that left foot to center. So you have each hand framing the foot. Move into a half split where you straighten your left leg, lift the left toes up, and lean forward with a long spine. And I like to turn the toes in and out. You can even circle the ankle. Then start to plant your front foot again, bend the knee. And we'll step forward, top of the mat. Right foot meets the left. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in, belly onto thighs. Curl up to standing. You can keep your arms down by your sides. Take a big breath. Shift weight into your right foot. Peel your left knee up. Find balance. You'll inhale. And then exhale, swing it back, step open for warrior two on the other side. Right knee bends, left leg straight. Reach the arms. And again, with the breath, we'll pulse a little bit. So inhale as you lift, exhale as you sink. Sink low, hold your lower body, get strong. Inhale, right arm up. So you can feel these two opposing forces, your feet grounding, your legs squeezing, but then your arms and your chest, your torso are extending, lifting up. Release your right hand right below your knee. Start to straighten your right knee. And then reach up, look up with the left arm. Triangle pose. Pull yourself up. This time we're gonna go heels in, toes out, and I'm gonna turn so I can face you. So heels in, toes out for horse pose. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, pull in, so elbows into the low ribs, squat low. Inhale up, exhale in. Three more. You can open the palms and then make fists. But on the last one, hold low. You can open the palms and just give me a little pulse. Breathe. 3, 2, you can really feel those inner thighs. And 1, slowly lift. Now turn back to the top of your mat. I'm gonna switch my feet. So you're turning into that runner's lunge. So your right foot is on the outer edge of your mat. You can lower the back knee down. You're on your hands. And then you're gonna sink and stretch into that right hip. And don't be afraid to move here to make some adjustments. You can bend the elbows. Couple more breaths. Then start to heel toe that right foot to center and straighten the right leg. Heel down, toes up. Lengthen the spine. And then fold forward. Your option to windshield wiper the foot, circle the ankle. Then slide that right foot back enough so you can bend your knee. And we're gonna step forward to the top, left foot meets the right. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Curl and round the spine up to standing, reach your arms. Exhale to heart center. Good. All right, so let's start to come down to the mat. Inhale, open the chest to cactus. Exhale, curl into the knees. So doing a moving chair a few times. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Last one. Then you can just start to come down to your mat. We'll find a seat. Start with our feet flat, knees bent. And we're gonna do some pelvic curls. So find your sit bones underneath you. Lengthen the spine, sit up tall, relax the shoulders. And just take a few breaths here to recenter, to transition. Now see if you can keep that long spine and maybe float your arms forward. It's hard. It takes out a lot of those deep core muscles. Next, exhale, I want you to curl and round about halfway back. And then inhale, pull back up. Now if that feels really hard, keep a hold of your thighs. Okay, so exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. And we're gonna keep going. We're gonna try to get 10 total. This is our third one. And you might be able to go even lower, touching the lower ribs. Or maybe you can go all the way down, but to come back up, I don't want you to use momentum. Okay, so only go as low as you can, keep control. Try to relax your neck and shoulders. They can tense up. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Finish in your seat and bring your hands back behind you. And I just want you to work on lifting your chest. Just feel your sternum reach up, stretch through your neck. Okay, now keep that length in your spine. And you can even keep hands behind you. Now lift up into your boat pose. So lift your feet. And you can keep hands here, you can reach them out. Okay, and I want you to think of clams. So with your knees, you're just gonna go in and out. If you need to tap the feet down to do this, you can. It's a good variation. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna roll all the way onto the back, so make sure you have room behind you. And then take a full body stretch. Reach the arms, reach the legs. And then hug your right knee up and into the chest. Big squeeze. And using just the right hand, we're gonna open and close the knee, massaging the hip joint. And I like to bring left hand onto my left hip to help ground and stabilize. Now bring your knee back to center and lift your head and shoulders. You're gonna grab for your foot with your left hand. Without yanking on the ankle, I want you to pull the shin across your chest like you're doing a pigeon pose. And then hopefully you can lower your head back down so that can be relaxed. Now, once you have a hold of the leg, cradle side to side like you're rocking a baby. And again, we're just massaging the hip joint. Good. Flex the foot so you don't yank on the ankle. And then come back to center and hug in a couple breaths. If it works better for you to do figure 4 here, you can. It's a good alternative. And then release your foot, straighten the right leg up to the ceiling. Roll out the ankle. Now, just a few times, we're going to, so walk yourself up the leg, lift your head and shoulders, and then walk back down. So you're using your hands to walk up. You can even give yourself a little squeeze, a little massage on the hamstring and calves. But the goal is to use our abdominals to lift up and stretch the hamstring and then lower back down. We'll do one more. Good. Bend your right knee and move into a spinal twist. Right leg all the way over to the left. Try to keep both your shoulders down. You can reach your right arm out, look to the right. And use your outer thigh. Pull your leg back to center. Finish with a hug of the knee into the chest. And then switch sides. Extend that right leg long. Pull the left knee in. Using just the left hand, we'll open and close. Pull that left knee back to center. Reclined pigeon. So right hand reaches for the foot, or you could grab for the shin too. And we're just gonna pull the shin across our chest. Rock the legs side to side like you're rocking a baby. And then hug the leg into the chest, couple deep breaths. Into your left outer hip and glute. And release the foot, extend the left leg up to the ceiling, roll out your ankle. Now we're going to walk up this left leg. Feel your abs, walk back down. You can massage on the way up and on the way down. But make sure you're lifting as high as you can and really feeling your low back. Press down into your mat. We'll do that one more time. Good. And then bend your left knee. For spinal twist, send it all the way to the right. You might need to adjust your hips. Extend your left arm, look to the left. Outer hip draws you back to center. And shift yourself back to center. We're going to move into some bridge poses. So feet are reaching towards the back of your glutes, and your hands are reaching towards your heels. We'll pelvic tilt, curl up the spine into our bridge pose. And let's hold this one. So press your arms down, and I want you to imagine you're pulling your heels back towards your shoulder blades. And feel how that activates your hamstrings. Squeeze in between your knees and breathe. And this is a static hold, so there's a lot of work going on without a lot of movement. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale, we'll roll back down. Take a breath at the bottom. We'll do a little adjustment with our arms. So go into robot arms, palms facing in, dig your elbows down, and then lift your hips back up. Now really use your elbows and your triceps and your shoulders to open the chest. Press down into your mat, use the earth, use the ground. You might even get to a place where you can sneak your hands underneath your hips. So it's more of a supported bridge. Good. Roll the spine back down. Relax at the bottom. You can let your knees touch each other. Take a breath. Now we'll do one more bridge pose, and I want you to move your feet all the way together and move them away from you a little bit. So it's a little bit longer bridge. That way you can squeeze at your calves, your knees, your inner thighs. We'll place the arms back down, curl up the spine, and your hips probably won't lift as high this time. So we're just working on that inner lining of our legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And slowly roll back down. Now use a little momentum. Come up to a seat. Straighten your legs out in front of you. And we'll do a counter pose. So we're going to fold forward from our hips and just allow yourself to fold wherever your body lands. Nice job. Now bend your right knee and pull your right foot in towards your inner thigh. You can even open out to the side a little bit if you want a little bit more space. We're gonna do some side stretches. Left arm down the left leg, reach right arm up and over. Nice job. Now create a long diagonal line opposite way. So of your bent knee, the opposite arm is up. And then, so left arm is up, exhale, curl and twist over to the right. So both hands are on that right side of your knee. And you don't have to hook thumbs on this one, but I'm just gonna use the ground to help your spine twist. Good. Release this side. Now we'll switch. So extend your right leg, pull your left foot in. And it actually might be helpful if I just turn this way. So right leg is straight. We're gonna guide the right hand down, reach left arm up and over. It's mostly a right inner thigh and then left side body stretch. And then come up, switch opposite arm. So right arm is up, exhale, pull across and twist. Good. And then come back to center. So I want to add just a few more breathing techniques. If you want to lay down here, we have 5 minutes left. So if you feel like you need to lay down, please feel free to do that. If not, we're going to practice alternate nostril breathing. It's a great way to balance out both the right side and the left side of the brain. If you want to grab something like a block or a pillow to sit on, you can, to give your back a little bit more space. So we'll use the right hand, and the whole point of alternate nostril breathing is to bring us back into balance, which is perfect for our theme today, like gardening our bodies and you know, allowing us to come to full bloom, just like in spring. So you're going to inhale through both nostrils, and then close off your right nostril with your thumb and exhale out the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Close it off and exhale out the right. And you'll just continue breathing in. Close it off, breathe out. And I want you to imagine as you breathe in this upward current up the spine, And as you breathe out, a downward current to the base of the pelvis. Finish breathing out the left nostril. And then drop your right hand. And breathe normally through both nostrils. And feel this clearing of the rivers, this clearing of energy. You might even feel like you can breathe clearer, more open. So you can stay in a seat, or if you'd like to lay down for another minute or so. Gardening is all about finding that balance. Displaying work and also allowing nature to do its job, and taking a step back and enjoying the beauty, enjoying the feeling of having a beautiful garden. And in Western medicine, a lot of times they make the body feel like it's more like a machine, like it's more mechanical. So in yoga and Eastern medicine, it invites us to think of the body more as one with nature. And that if we are feeling dis-ease in the body, it's not necessarily because we are broken. It's just that we need to make a little shift in how we're tending to ourselves. Yoga allows us to build that awareness, knowing where we feel off. Exhale all the air out. Take one last big breath in, hold at the top. And release, let it go. Beautiful practice. Namaste.